good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Our Sports Show podcast. That's right, that is me. I'm Sava. Welcome, everyone. Good morning, everyone. We have a lot, and I do mean a lot to talk about in sports. We got a World Series set up. We have college football going on. We have NFL going on. And yes, the NBA is just starting to heat up. That's right, tonight is the first is the NBA. The NBA does tip off tonight with a couple of games, and I'll give you that in just a minute. And yes, Key Adams will be on in 26 minutes if you want to watch that. But make sure you watch me first, then go on to Key Adams. Make sure you watch her as well. And of course, at 11 o'clock, you got Pat McAfee as well. But anyway, let's get right into the thick of things here. And yes, the Wisconsin Badgers have another loss. And that's one thing I do want to bring up because the Badgers need to win out just to be eligible for a bowl game. And I don't think they will. And with that, they will not be eligible for a bowl for the second year in a row. Which shows really bad judgment for the Wisconsin Badgers and the athletics. The athletic department. But anyway, let's get right into it. I'm going to go to my trusty ESPN app. If you don't have the ESPN app yet, make sure you do download the new and improved ESPN app. You can set up with your TV provider. You can also pay $29.99 a month, or you can pay $300 a month, $299 a month, $299 a year, I mean. To have all those features. And yes, if you are watching me as well as William Tausch, we've got everything going on right now of our Sportsmanlike. And yes, do not forget I will have another option to have Evan Cohen on my show. So bear with me. I'm glad y'all being patient with this. We tried to do it a while ago, couldn't get it to work. But don't worry, we'll get this going. We're going to be doing this at the Everlight Solar Studios in Madison. We're going to do that there. I do want to throw a shout out, thank you to Evan for doing that setup, as well as Ashton Wildman for being my producer. Anyway, let's get right into it. We got a lot to do, like we said. We do have. Let's dive right into the Monday Night Football game. Yes, we had not one but two NFL Monday Night Football games last night. And we have the Buccaneers and the Lions. And yes, the Lions won that one 24-9. And the Seahawks easily took down the Titans of Texas 19-27. Okay, now. Let's see here. Let me take a look, see what any of these were good.
Jersey Mike's is now an official sponsor.
Let's go in here to the box scores. Okay, Baker Mayfield last night was 28 for 50, which was 228 yards, one touchdown, one interception, and he was 4 for 18 for sacks with a QBR of 23.7 and an RTG of 61.1. And to me, Baker Mayfield has a chance for an MVP. It sounds like it. He could be an MVP candidate for sure with the way he's playing. I'll give you all the team totals here. Tampa Bay's receiving totals were 28 for 228 yards, 8.1 average. And the longest is 30 for 50 TGTS. Fumbles, he had the one. Okay, Shepard. Sterling Shepard had one fumble with one loss. We had 2 team fumbles, one loss, and 2 OCs. Let's see. Yeah, I just go. Let me go to the Detroit. Can you all know how Detroit has been lately? Here we go. Let me go to my TV down a little more. The Jared Goff was 20 for 29 with 241 yards, with an average of 8.3 with 1 touchdown and 1 interception as well. He was 4 for 26 in sacks with a QBR of 29.4. Jamal Gibbs has 17 yards for 136 yards with an average of 8.0. His longest was 76 yards with 2 touchdowns. That's right. He had 2 touchdowns. And yes, Jamal Gibbs. He's really. I have watched Jamal Gibbs throughout his college years in Alabama. And yes, a lot of there are several players from Alabama that are on the Detroit Lions, and I think that's one of the key things that why the Lions are so good lately in the last several years, because they are making smart draft picks. Because the last thing you want to do is make draft picks that are not as good. Jared Goff had 2 carries for 7 yards himself. No touchdowns though. Okay, I agree with that. Jared Goff had 1 fumble for 1 loss. Okay, now let's go to the game 2 of the Monday night. Last night's doubleheaders. Just take a look and see how the quarterback did. Okay, CJ Stroud was 23 for 29 with 229 yards with an average of 4.7, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, 3.3, 31 for sacks, and a QBR 25.2. Not bad. He had 2 carries as well as 25 yards with an average of 12.5, with 15 yards as his longest. Let's look and see how the receiving was. Ooh, we got Nick Chubb. I hope no one had Nick Chubb on their fantasy draft on the fantasy team this week. Because he only had 1 receiving and minus 5 yards and a minus 0.5 average. No touchdowns and, of course, the minus 5 yards was his longest. So I hope you did not have him. I want to see the 1 touchdown by Woody Maltz. Okay, let me agree that. Let's go right into. We'll go in a minute. We'll go into the. Let's go right into the preview for the next for week 8 of the NFL action. We're gonna start off with, of course, the Thursday night game on Prime Video. And if you don't have Prime Video, make sure you do subscribe and download the app on your TV and smart devices, phone, tablets, iPads, tablets, laptops, phones. That way you can watch the game wherever you are at. Anyway, we got the Minnesota Vikings with 3-3 record taking on the 4-3 Chargers at LA. In LA. Oh yes, that's gonna be a good game. Yes, the next game is at 7:15 on Thursday night. On Sunday on CBS slate, we got the Cowboys and the Broncos with a 3-3 record, 3-1 record for the Cowboys, and 5-2 going into the game for the Broncos. I'm gonna skip the next one. I'll do that last. Okay, these are the next 3 games. I'll give you all the news slates on CBS. We got the Jets and the Bengals, and yet the Jets has yet to get a win, and I don't think they will. I don't think the Jets will get not even a single win, and they will be the number 1 overall pick in the draft next year. The Bears 4-2, taking on the Ravens 1-5. Yes, we know Lamar Jackson's injury has with everything up in the air for them. And yes, you can tell by just looking at the record. Because if Lamar was playing, if he was playing and healthy, they would have been close to 500 right now. Getting close to it at least. Anyway, the Dolphins will take on the 3-3 Falcons. And yes, I believe Mama Dennis is done. Mama Dennis is going to go. Tua might even go. Who knows? Tua not doing as well as he used to. He's no spring chicken anymore. Even though he has control on his own. But anyway, we got on Fox, we got the Bills and the Panthers at noon. We got the Niners taking on the Texans as well. And those are the Fox games along with the Giants and the Eagles. That's right, Giants and the Eagles. That should be a good one. Even though the Giants are 2-5 with the 5-2 Eagles. Eagles all favored by 7.5 points according to ESPN Bet. And if you want to make a bet, make sure you are 21 years or older. Terms and conditions do apply. Browns and the Patriots will go at it. 2-5, Patriots 5-2. Patriots. And yes, I believe we all know that when Tom Brady was with the Patriots, I think they have made it. I think they finally got there. I believe they already got there. I believe Drake May is the modern day Tom Brady for the Patriots now. That's my projection. What I think it is. Because I think it is. Because yeah, let me know in the comments. Of my replay on the live. I'm both on my social media. And yes, I am on social media. I am on X, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. I do have a link tree app. Make sure you type that link tree. You can easily y'all can easily get to all my socials with that one click as well. Okay, we got the 1-6 Saints and the Buccaneers are 5-2. For the 5 game on Fox. And yes, I'm thinking, like I said earlier, with the Jets. I think the Jets and the Browns are going to be neck and neck. The Jets and the Titans will be neck and neck, actually, for that number 1 spot in this year's draft. One of them will get the number 1, and the other one will get the number 2 spot in the next year's draft. Okay, we got Tennessee and the Titans at Colts, 6-1 Colts. Future fight game. I'm definitely going to check that out with a favorite. Indianapolis is favored by 14.5. And yes, we all know how the quarterback is doing with Daniel Jones. He is hot. He is doing well. Better than he was back when he was with the Giants. He's doing as well as he's doing a lot, even more. Okay, anyway, and of course the Monday night game, we got the Chiefs taking on the Commanders on ABC and ESPN simulcast, 7:15. Now, again, I did not mention now. I want to bring up now, which is the Sunday night game on NBC at 7:20. That's right. Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers will take on Aaron Rodgers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's right. We already had several weeks back when the Steelers and Rodgers went against the Jets. Now it's time for the Packers. And luckily, he does not have to come to Green Bay and get food again. They'll be doing because that game will be at Pittsburgh as well. Let's dive in here. I know they're talking about that with a show I got on my TV that I got low with Brody and Tausch. If you're into one of your Tausch, make sure you put that on the audio right now on YouTube as well as I. Okay, according to ESPN Bet, the Packers are open with a -3.5. The spread is 3.5. Total is 0.44.5 -157. 175 actually. Steelers is a +1. The plus Basically, the Steelers are favored. That's what it says right there. 44.5 total, minus 110. Of course, plus 150 with ML. And those are the game odds. Okay, looking at the stats, Jordan Love with the 112 and 176 with 10 touchdowns and 2 interceptions to Aaron Rodgers, 118 to 172 with 14 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. Yes, 5 interceptions is biting him in the butt for sure. I imagine there can be some more. Of course, the passing yardage is 1,438 for Love, and for Rodgers is 1,270. And I got to put this out there now, even though I am a Packer fan, and I know a lot of you are Packer fans as well. But if the Steelers win this one, it's definitely going to be a sour taste in our mouth. But that's not all it's going to be. This will also tell us how well Love will be as a quarterback. And, of course, don't forget Mac. Yeah, I don't want my head is blinking me, but the former Cowboy, Micah. Yeah, and Micah as well. If you guys see how well Micah do, I would love to see Micah running and giving a really giving it to Rodgers. I'd like to see Micah do that. Definitely give it to Rodgers for sure on Sunday night as well. Okay, anyway, let's get back to it. According to my ESPN app, the matchup predictions are the Packers 52.4 to the Jets. To the Steelers, my bad, 45.2. If you have ESPN app, those actually can be helpful for you, especially if you are doing the bet. If you are betting, if you're doing betting and on the money line as well. And yes, we gotta go into the MLB. Yes, last night was Game 7 of the ALCS, and yes, Toronto Blue Jays got that win 4-3 with a 3-1 blast to seal that win. Let me see who did that. It was Springer had that 3-1 blast to seal the win for Toronto. I gotta check this out. I know Toronto Blue Jays. I know it's been a while since the Blue Jays have been in the playoffs, let alone a World Series. I'll check that out a little later, and I'll let you know where that will be. Okay, and yes, like I said, NBA is back, and we all know what that also means. The Inside NBA will have a debut tomorrow night. So make sure you go on ESPN and the ESPN app and watch Inside NBA for the first time ever on ESPN. That is right. They are part of ESPN now. And I do want to wish them all good luck as a teammate and a friend as well. Good luck to those guys and gals that are behind the scenes and all, as well as on the camera for that. So, yes, tonight's games, we have the Warriors taking on the Lakers at home. The Warriors taking on the Lakers on the road at 9 o'clock. We got the Thunder, the reigning and defending champions, the Thunder, taking on the Rockets at home at 6:30. And both games are, on NBC and Peacock tonight. And yes, the Thunder will have their banner throughout tonight as well for their title win last season. So yes, we got NBA back for everybody. And then tomorrow night we're gonna have a handful of games. I actually shaking my Cavaliers on, because I'm a LeBron guy as well. And that's the thing. How well will LeBron James be? How many games would he be able to play? Legit, legit though. Because we all know he has had dealt with injury. The Cavaliers take on the Knicks tomorrow night at 6, as well as the Knicks and the Hornets, and the Heat and the Magic in Orlando. The Hawks will take on the Raptors at home at 6:30, as well as the Celtics and the 76ers. And at 7, we got the Bulls at home taking on the Pistons. We got the Grizzlies taking on the Pelicans at home at 7. Also at 7, the Bucks of Milwaukee will take on the Wizards. You got the Clippers taking on the Jazz at 8. And on ESPN, you got as well as taking on the Mavericks. You got the Suns taking on the Kings at 9 o'clock. And Timberwolves taking on the Trailblazers on the road at 9 as well. And yes, with the NBA back, a lot of these games, well, especially on the West Coast, are going to be late games for us. So that means a lot of hours staying up for these games. But luckily we have technology that can actually let us record these games so you can watch them at a different time. But yes, it is NBA opening tip today. And yes, we got a lot of games coming. And there'll be a lot of stuff I definitely will be covering as well. And of course, make sure you do listen to me every day. And I hope you all first time listeners coming in. And I do want to thank you all for doing so. And with that, we also have college hoops starting up soon. That's right, November is just a couple weeks away. So we're going to have men's college NCAA men's basketball coming up, starting on the 3rd of November next month. So yes, next month on the 3rd, the NCAA men's basketball will be starting. And I give you the first two I got right here. You got Alabama, and taking on North Dakota on SEC Network in Alabama. The Baptist of Wisconsin will be on the Big Ten Network, the Big Ten Plus at 7. Also, taking on Campbell as well. And let's see if they have any actual good ones. Because a lot of these schools are taking on, and not taking on real good ones, real must see games right away. Usually takes a couple of games until you get there, especially once after you hit conference play as well. I don't see many of those right now with the men. Really. But let's shift the ladies. That's right. You got the ladies is here starting up as well, also on the 3rd. As well, the women's NCAA tournament. You got Alabama taking on Stanton at 4 in the afternoon on SEC Network. Texas will be taking on in Intricate World. Again, I don't know how to pronounce that one, but that one is a 7 o'clock game. I do apologize for not knowing how to pronounce that. So, yes, we also have women's basketball as well. And, of course, we still got women's volleyball. And, of course, NHL is starting to heat up. Yes, the NHL is still going on. Okay, last night's games, we had the Wild beat the Rangers on the road 3-1. The Flyers fly on and fly and win it 5-2 against Creighton at home. The Canadians win 4-2. The series that's pretty good because that is a Canadian team, and that's kind of good because we all know what I mentioned earlier about Toronto winning as well. The Jets win against the Flames on the road 2-1. Hokies go down 1-4 to the Golden Knights. Tonight, and we got the Avalanche taking on the moments. There's a 9 p.m. game on ESPN, ESPN Plus. We got the Blue Jackets taking on the Stars, the Ducks taking on the Predators, the Kings and the Blues, Panthers and the Bruins, Creighton and the Capitals. You got Panthers taking on the Cranks, Sharks taking on the Islanders, and you got the Maple Leafs, Canada taking on the Devils as well. And all of those are 6 and 7 and 9 o'clock games. Most of them are 7 o'clock games there. Whew. You know what? I need a Prime break. You know, I love my Prime. Of course, this one I had before, the fucking cherry, the cherry freeze. This is one of the best drink brands I ever had drinking. Besides Gatorade. But hey, Gatorade and Prime are good. But Prime is the best. I love them both, but Prime is my main drink as well. And hey, the best thing about Prime is Logan Paul is the man. Yeah, that's good. And yes, I need to stay hydrated so I can give you, so I can keep my voice good. So I can keep talking because this is my career. Excuse me. And of course, I got some news, y'all. My girlfriend and I are going to be doing some short films coming up and submitting them to the Extra Sales Film Challenge. We are going to be doing that as well. So if you're interested in doing the Extra Film Challenge, please Google that and make sure you read the rules and sign up on that. And hey, good luck. And you must have a disability to be a part of it. Anyway, okay, college football recap first. We had Nebraska did lose. There were many upsets this past weekend, starting last Friday. Louisville beat Miami 24-21, 24-6. Minnesota won that one over Nebraska. Alabama takes out Tennessee, which means that's the 4th win in a row. And this is the 4th win in a row without a bye week as well, which is even more significant. But here's a big one. Wisconsin Badgers and Ohio State. The Badgers couldn't even put a point on the board. 34-0 Ohio State. Texas win theirs 13-16 in overtime. Michigan and Indiana 38 win for Indiana over Michigan State. Arkansas goes down to Texas A&M 45-42. Ole Miss and Georgia. That was definitely a go, and I watched that one myself this past weekend. I'm going to break some more of these down later on when I do my Alabama. Because I have another show I'm working on. My Alabama. Being an Alabama boy myself, and I talk a lot. I love Alabama. I will have another show that I'm working on, which is all Alabama, just like a lot of Alabama, with Luke Robinson and Jimmy Steins. It's going to be similar to that, but it's not quite. Be a little different and different name. Yes, it's the Bama Blitz. The show's name is the Bama Blitz. My take on all Alabama sports. Everything of Alabama sports. So if you're an Alabama fan, no matter where you live, from Alabama all the way around the world. So if you're an Alabama fan, make sure you tune into the Bama Blitz, everyone. And I will be working on the social media platforms. Once I have those set up, I will let you know that. Okay, let's get back to it. Texas A&M, Texas Tech also got upset 26-22 to Arizona State. Oregon easily got their victory 56-10. LSU also loses 24-31 to Vanderbilt. Duke loses to Georgia Tech 27-18. Notre Dame beats USC 34-24. Oklahoma easily takes out South Carolina 26-7. Utah and BYU squared off, and yes, BYU prevailed 24-21. I think that was the spread. I'm not totally sure, but that was it. But anyway, Missouri takes on Auburn, and Auburn, of course, got the loss 17-23. And not one, but double overtime. We have Washington and Virginia take Washington, Virginia. Virginia got that win 20-22 at home. FYU loses 13-48 to South Florida. Those Bulls. Well, let me look at their record here because they are 6-1. So yes, the Bulls are already ball eligible. Not like Wisconsin, because they're not going to get eligible because they had to win out just to get that. Anyway, Memphis and UAB. UAB is University of Birmingham, Alabama. University of Alabama, Birmingham, actually. And that's, of course, I know that because that's my hometown area. And yes, UAB got that upset over Memphis, 31-24. Cincinnati easily took out Oklahoma State, 49-17. And that is your week preview. You're going to go over the other games in a minute. But when we do, let me check on see if there's any other. I got something here. Got a power rankings coming up. Okay, here's the 2025 NFL power rankings as of week 8. We're starting at number 1 with the Detroit Lions. At 2, we got the Las Vegas Rams up 3 spots. Of course, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers with their loss drops 1-3. The Packers are at 4, a solid 4, with a Super Bowl odds of 800. The Indianapolis Colts of 7 spots to number 5. The Philadelphia Eagles are at 6. Oof. That is interesting. The San Francisco Giants are now at 7, up 8 spots from there. The Buffalo Bills do drop 5 spots to the number 8 slot. And the Chiefs finally come back up 10 spots to take the number 9 spot as well. We got the Seahawks at 10, up 13 from the last previous ranking. The Denver Broncos stay solid at number 11. The Steelers drop down to 9 to number 12 as well. But can they rebound with the win this Sunday night against the Packers? The New England Patriots are up 16 to number 13. And of course, Drake May is definitely showing himself that he's worthy of being one of the greats like Tom Brady, Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees, just to name a couple. Oops, sorry, I gotta go back in. Sorry about that, everyone. I can do that. All right, here we go. Sorry about that. I'll do a quick one. So I give you like, oh, wait, here we go. All right, okay. Scratch that one. This is the actual power rankings. This is the actual power rankings of week 8, going into week 8. So this is the correct ones. Then when I was just giving you, sorry about that. Anyway, at number 1, we got the Detroit Lions with a 5-2 record. The Indianapolis Colts are at number 2. The Philadelphia Phillies are at 3. With the win over the Vikings. The Tampa Bay drops to 4 with their loss to the Lions. The LA Rams up 7 with their win over the Jags. The Buffalo Bills dropped 3 spots. Of course, they're on the bye week, so we'll find out when they go this week on Sunday with the win and the loss. Kansas City Chiefs are 4-3, up 9 with that, with the win over the Raiders, with a shutout. Packers are at 8, dropping 6 spots in the power rankings. Ouch. With a 4-1-1. And though I consider that second one is a loss to me, but I see that differently. Anyway, we have the Seahawks dropping down 8 spots to 9 with their win over the Texans. San Francisco Niners, the Niners are at 10. We got the Denver Broncos at 11, down 10 spots. Wow, from 1 to 11. Wow. Okay, the Patriots are back up 13 spots to number 12. Yes, the Steelers did drop to their loss to the Bengals to number 13. The question is, can the Pittsburgh Steelers rebound this Sunday night against the Green Bay Packers in Pittsburgh? The Chicago Bears are up 21 spots to the number 14 spot. Dare I say, with a 4-2 record for the Bears, could I say they are back and they're finding irrelevant? I'm afraid so. I'm afraid I'm saying that because it looks like they are. And I'm ready for the first meeting of this caliber of Chicago Bears taking on the Green Bay Packers. And actually that in just a minute. Anyway, we got the LA Chargers down 14 spots to 15. 3 1-1 Cowboys, of course, 22 up to 16. The Jaguars are down by 16 spots with their loss to the Rams. The Jaguars, Carolina Panthers are up 19 spots to number 18. Well, would be the Jets with the low score of 13-6. And that is one of the lowest scores I ever have seen in an NFL game, 13-6. Of course, I bet there are other games that have been even lower than that. But anyway, the Washington Commanders are at 19 with their loss against the Cowboys. The Atlanta Falcons are at 22. The Atlanta Falcons are at 20. The Houston Texans are at 21 with their 2-4 record. Vikings are at 22 with a 500 record of 500 with 3-3. The Cincinnati Bengals are 3-4 at number 23. The Cardinals losing to the Packers way down 23 spots to number 24. The Browns, of course, are at number 25 as well, beating the Dolphins. The Baltimore Ravens with the 1-5 record, down 24 spots. Same for the New York Giants, losing to the Broncos as well, 25. See the of course the New Orleans Saints 1-6. They just stay right at this as the world. The Las Vegas Raiders are now 29 with a 2-5 record. The Dolphins are 1-6 with a staying solid at number 30 for now. Same with Tennessee as well, with tied also with the tie of 1-6 record as well. And 31 and 32, we got the Jets of New York 0-7. Like I'm predicting, I predict they will be the number 1 pick overall next year after going undefeated in the loss column. And yes, it's been a while since that happened. It was early 2000s when that last happened, and that was the year before Matthew Stafford was drafted to the Detroit Lions. And one of the best things about tonight with the NBA back and on NBC is round ball rock. Yeah, the iconic round ball rock is back. Let's go into the MLB. As well. I believe I already did this one. Yeah, I did. All right, game 2 of it. Game 2 is on Saturday at 7 o'clock. So if you want to watch the college game and the World Series, make sure you do the multi-view as well for that one. And then they'll be in LA for the game 3. Of course, all these games are on Fox. Game 3's at 7. Game 4 is also 7 in LA. Game 5 is Wednesday, also in LA. Game 6 is on Halloween night in Toronto, as well as Game 7 in Toronto as well, also 7 o'clock game. So yes, it's basically every single day. There's not much games of rest here. I remember there was a time they had a couple of days rest in MLB playoffs and MLB World Series games, and part of that is with travel. But with this tight schedule, it ain't happening. Okay, let's see here. Mm-hmm. And yes, we do have WWE going on. And yes, the co-founder of Hogan's Hulk Hogan will be honored. The RAF co-founder by RAF will be doing we'll be honoring the iconic Hulk Hogan as well. And yes, we have the week so for Sunday night, for Saturday night main event. So make sure you do watch Saturday night main event as main event on NBC and Peacock as well. And yes, this is the final game matches of John Cena's career before he does call it a career as well. Okay, we do have okay, let me level with y'all, okay? Brandon Graham. Brandon Graham came out of retirement and now he's back with the Eagles. I think making a good move. But I did my research and I found out that if you retire and unretire and then come back, then retire again, you have to wait another 5 years to be Hall of Fame worthy, to be eligible to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. Anyway, we also need to talk about the fact that Aaron Rodgers will be playing this Sunday night as well, because yes, we know how Rodgers has been lately, but after watching Rodgers play this year with the Steelers and comparing him to his final years in Green Bay, and watching him 2 really bad years that he had with the Jets. This is vintage Rodgers. This is the Rodgers that we wanted to see. This is the Rodgers that we wanted to see to go out into retirement. And I won't be surprised if he retires this year. As long as he gets destroyed with Super Bowl. He would love that, because I know another quarterback they would tell you after winning the Super Bowl. And yes, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I am talking about. That's right, Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning retired right after he won his last Super Bowl. Walking out into the sunset, so to speak. Okay, this is the best thing about having that work from home as well as an actual studio. Okay, now I did. Yeah, I don't think I did. Okay, next week, this weekend select our college football. We have a good week set here. We're gonna start off with Alabama taking on South Carolina on ABC at 2:30. We got Texas taking on Mississippi State on the SEC Network at 3:15. The Badgers will take on Oregon at Oregon on FS1 at 6 p.m. We also got UCLA taking on Indiana, and that is an 11 a.m. game as well. That probably will be a good one as well. And again, better keep my eye out. Syracuse, Georgia Tech is also an 11 a.m. game as well. Ole Miss and Oklahoma, 11 a.m. game on ABC. Both teams are coming into this game with a both 6-1 record. Virginia and North Carolina, 6-1. Virginia taking on 2-4. Carolina, I don't think Carolina's not going to get any more, not enough wins to get a be eligible football game. And yes, we all know the head coach, the one and only Bill Belichick. And of course, he has a girlfriend that's 24 years old. Yeah, I don't know if this is going to be good. But anyway, that game is 11 a.m. on the ACC network. We have South Florida Bulls to get on with this at 11 o'clock, with both teams coming in at 5 and 6-1. Same with Vanderbilt and Missouri, also with both a 6-1 record, 2:30 on ESPN. BYU will take on Iowa State at 2:30 on Fox. Illinois will take on Washington, both coming into the game 5-2 record, 2:30 game on Big Ten Network. Oklahoma and Texas Tech will go at it on ESPNU at 3 o'clock. Baylor and Cincinnati will go at it on ESPN2 at 3. And Baylor's coming in that game with a 4-3 record, and Cincinnati with 6-1 record. Miami is going to their game with a 5-1 record against Stanford at home. ESPN at 6 p.m. Texas A&M and LSU. Texas A&M is doing really good. They still have yet to lose a game. Going into that game, they're 7-0. Then LSU with a 5-2 record. LSU is not going to get into. I don't think LSU needs to make a run if they want to get into the 12-team playoff, as well as a chance for a SEC title, but it's not going to happen. More likely it's going to be definitely Alabama and Texas A&M. And I don't think I will do my research and I'll find out when the last time A&M and Bama played each other in a SEC title game. Okay, we have Boston College taking on Louisville with a 1-6 record. Yes, Boston College really needs help. I know they lost one of their coaches, Jeff Hafley, to the Green Bay Packers defense as well. Sorry about that. Anyway, Tennessee and Kentucky, 5-2, taking on Kentucky. Like basically, the SEC network will have a 6:45 game. Kentucky at home taking on Tennessee. Can Tennessee rebound from their loss of Alabama? We gotta see and find out. Houston will take on Arizona State at 7 p.m. on ESPN2. And they were coming. They come in the game with a 5-2 record and a 6-1 for Houston. And yes, they all recruits. I heard that Alabama has made some major moves when it comes to recruiting. We got and yes, I don't think Freeze will be there. Freeze, the Auburn Tigers quarterback head coach. I don't think he's gonna be there for long. Myself, because I don't think he will. Okay, I'm okay. Let me just lower with all of you, okay? James Franklin was booted. He got the boot last weekend. And yes, he still wants to coach. But the question is, does he want to? I think he's going to stay with college. I know he did coach for a while with the Packers, and he did with college. I think he's going to stay with the college, and because he loves helping kids, NIL deals as well. Because a lot of coaches would rather do college than pro, and some coaches would rather do pro than college. Nick Saban is a great option. He did coach with Cleveland with Cleveland, and he did coach with the Miami Dolphins as a head coach. But his most favorite time of him in his coaching career was coaching college football. The years that he was with LSU, as well as the years he was with Alabama, and changing their program completely. And yes, and Kevin DeBoer, is he finally bringing out his inner Saban? Let me know in the comments. Is Kevin DeBoer finally showing true colors of Alabama being the way Alabama always has been after that week 1 loss to Florida State? Because we know Florida State, that game was not, for Alabama, they could not do much. Yes, he had struggles in the defensive line, offense. We're not opposing him on that as well. Oh, and yes, we do have Michigan taking on Michigan State Saturday night. NBC at 6:30 as well for that. Definitely bring up that because that is a state rival right there. Okay, we did the power rankings for the NFL. Let's do power rankings for college football right now. Okay, for the power rankings tonight, number 1, we got the Buckeyes of Ohio State. We got Indiana at 2, Texas Aggies at 3, and Bama at 4. The Bulldogs of Georgia at 5, and the Ducks of Oregon at 6. The Yellow Jackets of Georgia Tech at 7. 8, got the Hokies of Miami, got the Rebels of Ole Miss at 9. At 10, we got Texas Tech Red Raiders. 12, got the Volunteers of Vanderbilt. Oklahoma Sooners at 13, staying put. Roll Daniels at 14, Fighting Irish. The Tigers of Missouri is staying put at 15 as well. Virginia Cavaliers at 16. This is actually correct. South Florida Bulls at 17. Tennessee Volunteers did drop to 18 with the loss of Bama. Number 18. The Cincinnati Bearcats to number 19. And of course, Louisville Cardinals at 20. Longhorns drop to 21. Ouch. I know my girlfriend would not like that at all. Dropping that far. Because we all know my girlfriend Kayla is a Longhorns fan, born and raised. Just like I am with Alabama. Anyway, USC Trojans are at 22. With the dropping of 17. Illinois is good at 23 with the final Illini. Michigan of the Wolverines at 24. Got Navy in here. Got Navy midshipman at 25. So that is the first. I don't think I've seen this particular Navy team in the top 25 power rankings ever. At least in my lifetime. Okay, let's look at the best of the weekend of the games. We got you know what? Before we do that. I am okay. I gotta let you know something. We have the Winter Olympic Games coming up for the Olympics. And yes, I have friends that do curling. If you don't know what curling is you're on a slab of ice with brooms and then we call it a curling stone. Yes, I have friends with the men's USC team, Team Schuster, as well as for the ladies with Team Peterson, Matthew Hamilton, and his sister Becca Hamilton. So I want to wish them good luck in their curling. I know Matt is curling now. I think Becca is curling now, but I know for sure that Matt is curling right now for sure. Out, really, he's in Canada, I think. He's Canada, or I think it's Minnesota actually. One of those two. Anyway. We do have NASCAR too going on. Let's go into the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series. And this is as of this past weekend at my hometown of Alabama, Tuscaloosa, at Talladega. And looks like Chase Briscoe, I think I see it. I got the win with 50. 39 for Todd Gillard. Ty Gibbs at 49. Bubba Wallace at 39. And Cole Custer at 32. And this is one thing I love about sports. This is a family thing. It's all about not just about the sport itself. It's also about friends and family. Because I'm looking at a picture here of Bubba Wallace and his son. In fact, there are a lot of sports, a lot of teams that had father and son play on the sports teams. Hey, this year ago, this like last year at this time, there was history that was made when LeBron James and Bronny James took the court together as father and son for the first time ever to play in an NBA game together. Not together against each other, but together on the same team with LA Lakers. And yes, LeBron James is going to his 32nd year. I gotta get another Laker jersey. I had one a while back. It got stolen, but I gotta get a new one anyway. Let's see here. Let's see about the IndyCar. Let's see how well IndyCar is going. Oh, that was a while ago. So, all right, we're gonna scratch that one. Let's see here. Well, I think we just about covered everything. Just about. So let me get my plan. we do have yeah. Okay. And if of course if you want anything from me, I would love to help out. Okay, Clemson's wide receiver Wesco is out for the remainder of the season. Of course, like I said, Graham is coming out of retirement, agrees to a resigning out with the Eagles. Oh, the Dodgers still are a big favorites to entering the World Series. That is good. Nicholas is awarded $50 million for the deficient. Oh, that had to do with the lawsuit thing. And yes, I do want to bring this up. Last night in the Monday night game against the Buccaneers, they did lose Mike Evans to a broken collarbone, as well as a concussion. So Mike Evans will be out for quite a while. If you did see my post on on the news that I broke myself the last night, make sure you check that out. I will put out more as I get more information from the Broncos as well. I mean, on the Broncos, the Buccaneers again. My bad. Once I get more information from the Buccaneers, I will let you know what I get. So let's look at let's go back into let's see what I can get for you let's see what the Bleach Report has for us. I know we got a lot coming up. All right, let me ask you. All right, this is something I gotta ask because we just had this game played. The Bengay game. That's right, the Bengay game. Rodgers and Flacco. I would like to know what my fans think. My fans and my followers think about that game, and give me your opinion on that. Should they? Because I'd like to see them play again in a playoff game. Maybe even for a chance to go to the Super Bowl or something like that. We'll find out. And let's see here. We got. Ooh, okay, this is good. Adam Silver says that he expects big raises for the WNBA players and new CBA, and that they deserve it. This is huge, actually, for Adam Silver. And we all know Adam Silver is the commissioner of the NBA. And this is a long time coming. Definitely a long time coming for the WNBA because they deserve to have all the money that they can get. Because they were not getting as much as the players of the NBA. They get millions in the NBA, but in the WNBA, they're just getting thousands. Now they have a chance to change all that with this here. And it says here that this is a conference they had on a Tuesday. They had today. WNBA players and the league will strike a deal on a new collective bargaining agreement with the current one set, which will expire on Halloween. Alex Silver made it clear that the WNBA players will be getting big raises. Speaking on NBA's today, in advance of today's night season opening NBA doubleheader on the network. Silver responds to the question about whether WNBA players should get a larger share of the league's revenues. I totally agree they should. They definitely shall. The right way to look at it because there's so much more revenue in the NBA. There is a lot of revenue in the NBA, and I know that for a fact. The standard base salaries for the WNBA is $66,079 to $249,000 and $249,299. With teams operating under the salary cap, that's 1.57 that's basically close to $1 million. We're not. So that's basically scraping the edge of the $1 million mark. To me, but WNBA players want much. Yes, and I agree to this. The NBA players want more with the CBA. And this, yes, I agree. This is a long time freaking effing coming. This is definitely a effing coming. With the cap and the CBA, the WNBA is finally gonna be getting what they need, what they deserve. I remember a similar thing like this, similar thing of this happening, and that was about equal pay in the soccer industry. And I remember hearing that a lot. We all heard about the soccer, about women's soccer not being paid equally than the men, and they did something about it. And now they did it again here with the NBA and the WNBA. And I'm damn proud to be a fan of both, the NBA and the WNBA as well. And yes, it's finally going to be here. And of course, here's Mark Davis. And it looks like the LA Raiders Aces owner is a part of is the controlling owner of the Las Vegas Raiders, and said that the WNBA finals ended early this month, which it did, that he has confessed that he has confidence the sides will get a deal done. Okay, I don't know many owners of a basketball team that are also a part of that have control of a NFL team. I know players has, but not actual coaches or owners even. Because we know Michael Jordan's done it. We know that. We know LeBron has done some. Just name two. Just name two. Ooh, okay, we gotta look at this. NBA watchers feature a record of 135 international players and more. Thanks to No entering the season. So I will look into this a little more, and I'll let you know about that in a future episode, as well as Salad Sports Shorts. Okay, that's what I got from Fox Sports. Let's see what I can get. Okay, and yes, I will give you all things. And if you are a Milwaukee Bucks fan and you want to follow them, make sure you do have the Bucks Plus app. You can easily get a 6-minute view of the Milwaukee Bucks as well. So make sure you download and listen to Bucks and 6. And yes, LeBron is missing some weeks due to an injury. We're not And yes, this is also the time that coaches and managers of baseball can start looking if they want to leave the team and go somewhere else. This is that time they usually do it as well. Okay, well, I'm better one adults to talk about, so I gotta come up with something. But you know what? How about I talk about the fact that there has been trade rumors of Giannis Antetokounmpo. There have been rumors about him going to New York. Luckily, he's not. And yes, two of his brothers, Alex and Thanasis, both. Thanasis is back on the court and cleared to play. And along with the brother Alex, the three Antetokounmpo brothers will be playing, and they will be playing together on the Milwaukee Bucks. So I'm definitely looking forward to that, watching that game, those games. Seeing the Antetokounmpo bros going down up and down the court, slamming and jamming it. Yes, I need my prime again. Okay, let me see here. Alrighty. And yes, it is Tuesday. We do have a lot to talk about. And yes, this is one of the things you definitely need to have. I use this as well. Make sure you have ChatGPT. And if you want to listen to Wisconsin sports, make sure you do download the ESPN Wisconsin app. You can get all the shows on demand. ESPN Milwaukee, Beaverdale, and Madison. You can also get them on YouTube through the app. You got shows like Jim Given Chewy, Loading Towers, which is on right now, KBN, Jim Manamali, The Homo Hour, and the Dan Sports Show. Of course, we got originals like The Sunny Coma, Mr. Relevant, Jump Around, On the Tee with Game Nigel and GKW as well. And of course, we got Wildy and got the Rich Eisen Show as well as Unsportsmanlike. You know what? I need to talk about that. Yeah, Unsportsmanlike. Yeah, Chris, with Evan, Chris, and Michelle. Yes, I will be getting them on my show. We are working on that for sure. Don't worry, I will let you know once I have a set date like I done before. Okay, now let me actually. This is the time of the show I love to do. And that's giving you all my podcast that I recommend you all to listen to. First one is one of my main favorites, and that is Lockdown Bama with Luke Robinson and Jimmy Steins. Of course, don't forget the Unsportsmanlike podcast with Chris, Evan, and Michelle. The Lockdown SEC. Of course, don't forget the New Heights and always college football with Greg McElroy. New Heights with, of course, the Kelsey Bros. The Alabama Football Podcast. So you got This Is Football. That's always good. Okay. And of course, I love this one. And you don't got to check this out. It's the Triple Option with Obermeyer, Love Stone, and of course, my boy, and Alabama great, Mark Ingram. And y'all know those guys are also on Fox and Kickoff as well. So make sure you check that out. We also check that out on Saturday morning on Fox. Of course, the Big Ten, Lockdown Big Ten, the College Football Live, which is basically a preview of game day week. Of course, don't get Fitz and Wit, the dynasty with Alabama greats. Yeah, and even Hard Knocks, the TV series, has a podcast. Just about everything has a podcast. You got the Stampede as well. So yeah, make sure you check all of those out. And yes, we are not that far away. And on the college football season as well. We are almost towards the end of it. That is when the start of September, the end of November, going into December with playoff with title games as well as the playoff games and bowls. But yes, in fact, one of the things I love about Unsportsmanlike that you gotta check out is when Chris Kensey does his best bets. He'll give you the best bet of the day. He will give you a much money to put on for how much you will get with the win and the team that in sport that he's putting it on. Whew, excuse me. Sorry about that for everyone. I got a lot to do today, and I got. You know what? I'm going to be rubbing this up in a few minutes. That way, everyone can hop off of me and then go straight to the Pat McAfee show. That's on in 10 minutes. I'll get done in the next 10 minutes so we can do that. And I can let my boy Jeremy know that. Got 10 minutes left. Then we'll be doing that. So, well, I do want to thank everyone coming in. I know numbers go up and down out in social media. I love doing this with all my fans. And yes, I have Down syndrome, and yes, I have ADHD. This is my dream. This is a career for me, so I have my girlfriend to marry me, and for us to get married and to have a family of our own. But we want to get out. If you don't see, I'm in a basement right now. I live in a basement right now, and I want to get out of this space, back upstairs for a little while, and eventually buy a house on my own. And I want to help my family out too, especially my nephews, because I got 2 nephews, and I'm just in 11. My oldest one has autism. He's on the autism spectrum. So I know how it is to have a disability, not just myself, but also with my nephew, with having autism. And with that, make sure if you want to be part of autism, if you want to be part of that, make sure you go look at Autism Society as well as Down syndrome. And yes, I am doing, if you see this here, I got this little watch thing on. I'd wear it all day in the shower. I've done a study of Down syndrome and Alzheimer's. With that, and Alzheimer's. So if you want to check that out, make sure you do. I'll get the link and I'll put that down in the. I'll give you the link to check it out. Okay. And yes, I will be getting help with this. I got a friend of mine that's gonna give me some. I have some friends that will be helping out. A guy named Ebo, just to drop a name, as well as a couple others. And of course, I'll be doing some, like I said earlier, me and my girlfriend will be doing some short films and submitting that as well. And of course, don't forget Key Adams. Make sure you listen to Key Adams on YouTube as well as on the podcast, as well as Mina Kynes. And I do mean Mina Kynes is good. She can definitely speak her mind on sports. And of course, don't forget Kylie Kelsey. We all know Kylie Kelsey because she is the wife of Jason Kelsey on the Kelsey Boys, All New Heights. As well. Man, I gotta finish this point. And if you want to put on the welding towel, yes, Mike, the floor is on right now, talking live with the boys. Mm-hmm. Let me see if I can get something. Let me see if I got any news, updated news from my sources with. But before I do, let me give this. This is a rundown of how the season will go. The season-long national game will be going down. Of course, ABC, NBC, Peacock on Sundays. Mondays, you got Peacock. Tuesdays, NBC and Peacock. Wednesdays, ESPN. Thursdays, it will be on Prime. Fridays, Prime and ESPN. And then Saturdays, Prime and ABC. So if you want to check that out, I will share this right now on my X account. Why not? I just did so. So if you want to check that out, and yes, I'm down. I lost a couple of people. But please, come in, become a follower. I also need partners, investors, whatnot. All the people that want to be part of my show. And yes, I do need a co-host. I do need a good co-host as well. And let me know who's going to win the World Series, Dodgers or the Blue Jays as well. And yeah, make sure you also follow. Here we go. See if I can get anything from my sources on Schefter. Okay, yes, the trade deadline is approaching. 2 more weeks left of the trade deadline. And yes, I know Dallas will be in the mix for sure. I know that for sure. Looks like Nico Collins has suffered a concussion during the last night during the Steelers game. No, during the Seattle game as well. The third game in a row, Jackson Smith has 100-yard receiving yards and a touchdown catch, breaking a tie for the longest streak in Seahawks history. He leads the NFL with 819 receiving yards. He's on pace to get over 1,000. He's on pace to get over 100 soon. No other player has 700 plus yards and has set a new mark for the most in a 7-game span. So yes, this guy is definitely a beast. Oh, okay. This is as of yesterday. This is about my Evans deal. Okay, this is what. Okay, we are at the end of today's show. I do apologize if I am making mistakes. I would love to clean that up. And of course, we do have Jimmy J. Uso taking on CM Punk for the title, as Seth Rollins had to part it due to an injury and had to do that. And if you did see the Chris McIntosh letter that was sent out to fans and boosters and whatnot, please let me know. I think that's a little cuckoo. But anyway, we do have a lot more to come. Within the week, I'll be going back live again later on tomorrow, or probably do a little one tonight as well. I'm going to hit the gym, then come right here and do it again. I'll be doing this pretty much every single day, Monday through Friday. And I'll do some stuff on the weekends, depending on my schedule with my friends and family. But until next time, everyone, enjoy your sports week and the NBA opening season, the opening of the NBA. So until next time, I am Saddler of the Average Podcast and Average Pushman Podcast. Until then, have a great one, and I see you at the next episode. See you then.